We're back after our 100-mile return trip. So what do I notice? It's a lot smoother. You can go along at 30 miles an hour in top gear and pull away. Not too much vibration. I keep trying to select gears though. When I'm in top, I keep trying to go up one or two. I can't get used to the RPM on it. Have to rev it to get anywhere. Suspension feels about the same as the Ducati. Brakes are not as good, even though they've got 6-pot calipers on the front, and the back one is pretty useless. Yeah, so Vervoli Radiali CRC Diagnostica. Right then, it seems to run, went to 102 centigrade when I was stuck in traffic, but on the motorway and back roads it seems to stay at 80 to 90. Haven't had a chance to see what's under there yet, or how it comes off. Don't know. Perhaps you just yank it. I shall have to see. Oh, there's a key there, look. So it unlocks. Have I got the key? There's supposed to be 2 keys with it, but only came with one. Unless it's in here. Oh, look, there you go. Got power commander. And a toolkit. Well, I don't think they realised that. Let's see if there's a spare key in here. So, fuse puller. $8 mil. So it's not a 10 mil socket. It's an 8 mil socket. A little T-bar. Don't know what that's for. Oh, that'll be for that, wherever that fits. Right then. So that goes there, that goes there. That goes there. I thought that was an alarm. It's supposed to have some sort of an alarm on it. I thought that was going to be the alarm, but obviously not. So you could put your bottle of drink or something in there. That's padded. That's not oh look, get dirty. That's padded. It's not hard plastic, which I thought it might have been. Key. Out. Yep. As you can see, they lubricated the chain. it's thrown it all over the back wheel. 2832 Newton meters. Oh, that's what that socket's for. There, a bit of carbon, and a bit of carbon, a bit more carbon. The clutch is a lot heavier in traffic. Ooh. Good job I'm not doing it in town a lot. So, some snazzy levers. The light, I think, is a lot brighter. I don't know what bulb it is, but it is a lot brighter than the Ducati one. Fully adjustable suspenders. Marzocchi forks. Quick release thingy for your wheel. Damping and rebound, and also preload on the springs. Got the covers on the radiators, oil and air. Well, it's CRC Kajiva Research Company or something like that it is called. No, look at this silly little brake lever. How are you supposed to put your foot on that? And the gear lever is not much better. So far in, it feels soft, but I was beginning to feel my body after I come, just as I was getting home. But then that will have been like 100 mile on the Ducati and 100 mile on this, so we'll let it off, see how it goes. 2004, and it has done 6,585 mile. Yes, the indicators. I keep beeping the horn instead of hitting the indicators. So that, Mr. Agostini's signature, MV, half a shiny wheel, oily on the other side. Bridgestone tyres. A little bit of painty on there, look. Yeah, clutch is very hard. A little difficult to get it into neutral, same as Ducati, so we're used to that. Yeah, it's very smooth. In low gears going through the 30 limit. I was surprised. No, I didn't realise I was in 5th doing 24 mile an hour. There's no way you could do that with a Duke. There's a rear shot there. Again, fully adjustable. But a bit difficult to get at though. Down in there. Maybe. I don't know where the other one is. Obviously. Preloads. Just winding the spring in. Sorry about the angle. That's it. Even though the clutch is hydraulic, it is stiff. But as I don't intend to drive it through the town. There we go. Yeah, we'll start it up. And see what happens. Got to go through the normal thing. So there we have it. I think the power commander needs a bit of adjusting. Handlebars not so wide as the Ducati. Didn't play my hand up. You get buffeted with the wind though more because you're more upright. The pegs are higher and your legs are bent back. Other than that, very good so far. And it starts. Even if it did stop again. So we'll take it to Croft for a little run out on either Thursday or Friday, because there's a 2-day track day. And see, I'll show it to me mate later on today. See what he has to say, him being a Ducati man. Although his son races Yamahas, R6 and M1. But I see he had start time in the Isle of Man, but I don't think he finished a lap, so I should find out what happened. There was no time recorded. Yes, so that's my new bike to go around touring around the countryside with. Take the toolkit out, I can probably get a small camera in the back. Yeah. There we go then. I shall read up on them and see what's what, and let you know. Oh, the mirrors at 4,000 RPM, you can't see out of them at all. Above that, you can clearly. Ducati mirrors, can't see anything out of them at any RPM, so that's one good thing. Pretty solid forks, thicker forks than the Ducati. So yeah, we'll let you know as it goes with a few more mile on it. So anyway, I'm going to go and do my weekly shop. A little charge plug. Does that go up inside or just tuck in? I think that can tuck in there some. That can tuck in there somewhere. A little charge. Right then, I must clean all this grease off. Anyway, might be a few days before you get that back on the video on YouTube. So, as I say, it's my first 4-cylinder water-cooled engine bike, so we shall see. Right, this is to show you just how small the rear brake lever is. If you've got big feet, forget it. And the same with the gear lever. If you put your foot on there, it's not too bad. But when you've got your motorcycle boots on, or you've got big feet, you might get a problem. On the Ducati and most other bikes, I think the indicators are there and the horns underneath. And coming back yesterday, when I went to indicate, I kept beeping my horn at people. So that was that. I don't know if my sat nav will fit on here. Maybe, maybe not. The buffeting above 80 mile an hour. There's a wheel on there, look. The buffeting above 80 mile an hour may be due to this fly screen thing, because that's not standard. Normal, you just got the headlight, which does look a bit ugly, I must admit. I wonder if that deflects the wind to the upper part of your body instead of getting it all over. But above 80 mile an hour is quite hard to hold on, which is a bit silly, really. So that was that. Yeah, I showed you the toolbox. I say that's nice and soft and spongy. That's sort of soft and spongy. So when I went to see it, it had AGO along the top and 40 MV along the bottom. So that was like a show plate, so they've had to put that on to get it through its MOT. I have a certificate from the DVLA to say that that number is correct if I get stopped. Slightly higher than the 796. When I'm sitting on it, I have the balls of my feet on the ground, a bit more than tippy toe, but on the 796 I was flat-footed. What else can I say? People were complaining about it being hot, but it was one of the hottest days yesterday, and it was nowhere near as hot as the Ducati, with the underseat exhaust on it. I thought it was quite bearable. There we go. What make are they? Nissan F4. So yes, six spot calipers. To say I hope that bolt doesn't come out and the wheel fall out. That'd be good, wouldn't it? One of the fork adjusters there, and that up there, and that there. The 2 cables, one for the choke, which is seems a bit of a silly. It just brings the throttle on a bit. I'm saying that you have to open a throttle, turn that round like that, and then when you're doing it back again, do the same. Otherwise, it's very stiff. This is a bridgy. I don't know what make of levers they are, but they're quite smart. Of course, the other advantage is it doesn't rely on elastic bands to drive the camshafts. Changer oven, right, but it is in the centre of the engine between the 2 banks of cylinders, but it shouldn't be too much problem. As I say, lovely day again. I just had to clean the wheel, and all up under there was covered in oil off the chain. So, they're quite sturdy, more sturdy than the Ducati flippy floppy ones, which I used to kick off brake with my getting on. I used to catch my foot on them, and that is more really thick plastic, where the Ducati is a bit flimsy. So there we are, folks. That's it. Hope you like. I do. So we should give it a run. Might just pop up to Kielder and ask a nice little run with Twisty road. What are they? Batlax 23s, so they're quite old tyres, aren't they? With the power commander in there, Dynajet power commander, and the rubbing on there, I think he's done a few track days on it. 2 previous owners, well, be 3 with the garage, will it? No, 2 previous owners. The garage, well, the dealership was selling it on behalf of a friend. So when the documents come back, I might be just the 3rd owner. Yep. I think I would try and go and get my microphone back off my friend and revert back to the old way of doing commentary, because I had the phone on and the sat-nav on in backpack giving me voice directions, and of course the bloody sound kept going, just cutting out on the Senna audio pack. So I don't know whether it's the Senna or it's something to do with the sat-nav that's given the problem. I don't want to buy another sat-nav if I don't have to. But yeah, there you go. MV Augusta Giacomo Agostini. Oh, I like that. Easy to get the key in and out, not like the Ducati is down in a bloody well. Yeah, that makes life a lot easier. It's supposed to have been 2 keys with it, but I've only got 1. And it supposedly have an alarm of some sort, but I don't know. I can't get it to work. Came with Optimate 2 charger, and the lead is there to charge it up with. So the Optimate I got is a 1, which is quite an old one. So we've got an more up-to-date battery charger with it. I've got a Pug swing arm paddock stand for the 796, so I shall have to order up a bigger pin because it's a lot bigger. Somebody going up my driveway. Yeah, so I don't know when they stop making big TO3s. Let's see if we can find a date stamp. Sport touring. That's alright, I'm just looking. How does that miss that caliper then? Because with my sat nav it's got tyre pressure sensors, and on the Ducati they hit the caliper, and I'm just wondering how close that actually is to how close it is that is to hitting. It looks as though I could fit it. Depends whether that it might still just hit. Let's just try that. Forward a bit. Somebody wants their tea. Oh, how far did I go then? No, I went miles too far. So I think that's adjustable. You can get different plates and put in to alter the angle of dangle. Full race system. Is it the same this side? Yeah, same that side. I'm sure you can get different angle plate. Alter that. Although it's heavier bike, seems to be easier to move around. Not so top heavy. That, when it's up, hides itself under there, and it's difficult to find. That's a negative. Above 8,000 you get a tingling vibration through the seat, and not too much through the handlebars though. As I say, it didn't make my hand go numb. It was partially numb going down, riding like Ducati down the motorway. But coming back on this, it didn't get any worse. So hopefully I've cured my starting problems and cutting out miles from anywhere when I'm doing my photos. So there we go. That's it.